Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and I am embarking on maybe the thing I've been most excited about in a really long time regarding the hobby. And I've got my driver here, Julie.
Yo and hello.
Yo and hello. We are heading north in the truck, leaving Texas right now, about to leave Texas, and on an adventure. There's been this long-standing kind of legend and mystery and myth about, what, Julie?
The basement.
The basement.
It sounds scary, like a horror movie.
It does sound scary. But to give you a little backstory of what's going on, a few weeks before the National, I talked with Dave, Blue Jacket 66. And long story short, I bought his basement. I bought his mom's basement of cards and stuff and whatever's down there. He and I made a deal, and I am heading now to Kansas City to clean out the basement. And this is going to be a project that takes a village because there's no way I can do all of it myself. So I've got some friends coming to help. I've got JT, TripleCon 24 is flying in tomorrow. Chris from Missouri is coming over, driving over, because we're all just so curious about what's in this basement. And if you're not familiar with it, Dave, his dad, and he collected back in the 70s and 80s, and his dad was like a part-time dealer, and there is just so much potential in this basement. And over the years, I've gotten glimpses of what's in this basement, and I've always said, Dave, I'll come up there. I'll come help you look through the basement if you want. Like, I just want to know what's in there, and never got a chance to do that. I know Andy and I were like, man, we'll go up there. We'll make a road trip and go check it out and help Dave out. But it's finally come to a point where he has to get it cleaned out, and I'm going to do it. So,
do you feel like Indiana Jones on a treasure hunt?
Ooh, I'm the Indiana Jones of the card world right now. Yes, it's a great analogy. We're gonna go dig.
I have to buy you a fedora or whatever they call those hats.
Gotta get a cool Indiana and a whip. I want a whip, but we can use that.
I knew you'd go there.
You knew I'd go. Well, you brought up Indiana Jones, so I am super excited. A lot of this stuff is gonna be stuff that I turn over and sell, basically. I'm going to probably find some stuff to keep for the PC, but the idea is to get it and sell it. I've got, just so you guys know, like Garrett, card cutter, my buddy, is going to be helping me sell it. JT is going to be helping me sell it. I've decided to bring in guys that I trust and that are very good friends to help me do this. So, like I said, it takes a village, and this basement has been just such a interesting, it's like folklore in the community, and I'm so excited to see what's there. So I'm gonna videotape, just dated myself big time. I am going to chronicle this journey, and hopefully when we get there, and Dave's given me permission to video stuff we find and stuff in the basement. So come along with us as we go to the basement. We'll see you next in Kansas City.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Julie.
There's stuff falling out of the sky. What is that?
I think they call it rain. It's only a myth. I've never actually seen it.
You've never seen it?
Well, not true.
Just not recently.
Certainly not recently.
Do
Dry as a bone in Texas.
you think we could get some?
Someday it might rain again. Let's hope so.
Okay. Let's hope. Of course, Mike made us stop at MM7 Sports Cards in Oklahoma City to get supplies for this trip. Good thing I had to go potty, so it was no big deal. It is one of his favorite places, though.
All right, it is Sunday morning, early. The sun's not even up yet. I am on the road to Kansas City. This as I could hardly sleep, by the way, but as I wake up this morning, I don't know that for anything card related that I've ever been both more terrified and more excited about something, because I just got off the phone with Dave, and neither one of us really, certainly he doesn't know what's down there. And, you know, I don't expect anything like, oh my gosh, we found a, you know, Honus Wagner T206 or something. That's not gonna happen. But I'm hoping that there's enough cool stuff that makes this a worthwhile venture. So look, getting to see Dave and do this, and for him to trust me to do this is pretty big. And so I'm excited about that. And yeah, here we go. Today's day one. I will check in with you guys from the house. Hey, Dave.
How's it going? Welcome to Overland Park, Kansas.
I made it, and waiting to go pick up JT at the airport, so I'm getting kind of a lay of the land. It's a lot, right? I'm going to need a bigger boat. Is that what you said?
You're going to need a bigger boat, and you're going to need someone with serious organization skills whose last name does not start with Berg.
Yeah, there is just a lot here. My first impression is there's a lot, and it's going to be so much fun. I mean, look, these are all 86 tops sets, maybe 84 tops. I mean, there's just box after box after box of 79 with no Ozzie Smith, so that's good.
Yeah, some of those sets have pulled stars.
So got a long couple days, don't we? There's a bunch of 81 Donruss Commons, 82 Donruss Commons, 87 tops, magazines, Heartland statues galore. Wow, just like paintings and pictures, and man, are those?
This is Police Gazettes
from 1910.
Yeah,
and then those Butterfingers.
that is not a Butterfinger.
And you got 91 Clear Ultra football box, and just stuff.
Here's this 87 Topps baseball jumbo. It's got 120 rack packs in there and the big display. It's the floor display.
That's a floor display.
Yeah, I just opened it up at one point to see what the heck it is. There's your rack packs.
Oh my gosh! Good God! Oh, that'd be cool in a shop, wouldn't it? Like a shop would be.
Yeah, and then you sell them for whatever you sell a rack pack for.
I guess I'm opening a card shop.
There you go.
You gonna work there?
Set it up in your living room.
In Florida. I'm gonna do it in Florida.
Okay, I'm in. I'm in.
Like 92 Stadium Club. I mean, all these leaf boxes. Like these are all 74 tops. Like this whole box. There's a case of 87 tops. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Kellogg's and football cool stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, we'll keep walking around. Talk to you later. Say bye, Dave.
See you later.
So Dave, we're in your dad's old office.
Are we on?
We are on.
Okay.
We are on. We're in your dad's old office.
Tell me when you're gonna record.
I'm recording now. Okay. I'm just, I'm gonna cut out all the goofiness, or maybe put it in a bloopers clip at the end.
I got
but,
it. Okay. I'm ready.
So tell me the story about what this place means to you and how all this came about.
Well, my dad started collecting, I've been over this a million times, in the mid-70s, and we started off at the old house, and he was upstairs in his 4th bedroom. And you know how parents just make the move all of a sudden? When I was in college, it was 82 over the winter, and all of a sudden we're in this house. Now he'd been collecting, and I don't want to call him a dealer, but back then you had friends over at briefcases who brought over their stuff, and they're collecting rodeo cards, and you're collecting Bowman, and you look at each other's cards and stuff like that. But I would describe my dad as becoming an I think he was unfocused, I'm not sure, but hoarder type collector who amassed the greatest collection I have ever seen, which was in this now barren room, partially, of course. And then this back room that we'll see was, you know, just overflow stuff. And he, like everybody else, got caught up in the early 80s and buying stuff on a degree of speculation. So there's a lot of early and mid 80s cases there. But this room was once, you know, adorned with just fine collectibles, but these things pass, and he passed away 11 years ago. And it took a long time for me to bring myself to even come down here. I'd come down here and I would cherry pick some stuff and look and remember, but I wanted to just kind of leave it. And I left it for years and years, but over the decade I would say, hey, I've got to move some of this valuable stuff out. Mom's here all by herself. So I did that, and it came time that everything has to go, and I'm grateful for you to take on what will be a monumental task. It seems easy. Oh, clear out a basement. I got 3 guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So it means a lot. This is the end. This is the end of the era as I'll remember my dad, as far as being able to visibly see stuff. I still have a bazillion stuff of his. I still all have his good stuff, and most of it I will go to my grave with. So, but there are little hidden treasures here and there, and it became so overwhelming to me here that things that are, I think, quite valuable and are treasures and are awesome became a complete afterthought to me, because there was so much stuff that was so much better. I do not have the capability to move this stuff. I'm not a dealer, I'm not a mover and shaker, and it was gonna be, my gosh, my niece is moving in, they essentially bought the house, we gotta get this out, what am I gonna do with it? So you and I made a gentleman's deal to do our best to do what's best for the remainder of the collection.
So why me?
Well, number one, you appreciate sports cards above and beyond that you could have this collection and put it into your own storage unit and be perfectly happy with it without turning $1 on it. But some places, to me, are hallowed ground, and I trusted nobody else in the last 10 years to come down here, and you're the first person to ever come down here. The last baseball-related person to come down here was Mr. Mint, Al Rosen, in 94, 95, around then, who spent 2 days. This is the biggest, this is the 52 Topps fine. This
right.
is, this is the biggest guy with the biggest cash, and it took him 2 days to come down here with a huge unit and brought stuff out. So you can imagine what he brought out in 95. We're talking complete Cracker Jack sets, complete T205 sets, complete T206 sets, except for the big 4, on and on and on and on. Because when you start collecting, when you start collecting in the 70s, it doesn't matter you're on a teacher's salary. You
could get
collected,
some good stuff, yeah.
You didn't sell, and say you had stuff. So he was the last one down here. And I remember the story that my dad told. I don't think I got the answer either, but I forgot it. So Mr. Mint is leaving after 2 days of complimenting my mother's poor cooking and being a gentleman despite his reputation for being an ass. And when he was leaving, my dad all of a sudden had a regret. And I would imagine, I don't know the sum. It wasn't my business. But he was in the driveway pulling out, and my dad ran out. and said, I've changed my mind on one thing. Please, will you sell it back to me? And it was just one thing out of...
However much you took, yeah.
And I don't think I remember what it was. I'm not sure I asked. But he did say that he, for all I know, it was a PSA 952 mantle. For all I know, it was a, you know...
something that doesn't have a lot of monetary value, but maybe had sentimental value.
So I don't know what it was. But you're down here, and you're going to bring some guys down. And the fun part is the looking. Yeah. And the hard part is getting it out of here.
The organization.
The fun part will be, we used to, whenever I go river rafting, what you do when you go down a river, it's 5 miles. You start off at 10 a.m. and you fart around for the first 4 hours and you made it a half a mile. And then all of a sudden you got an hour before sunset and you got to paddle 4 miles.
Right.
That's what I'm afraid will happen here is you'll be looking around. Next thing you know, you have a half a day to pack this up, and that's not going to happen. So I'm going to take your money and run and say tough luck.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Get her done. Well, Dave, I honored that you would let me come down here and be a part of your family's legacy here. You know how much you mean to me, and it's funny, people out there don't know how deep friendships go because they only see snippets on video, right? And they don't know how much we all love Caden and how much we love you and all of that. So.
And it's the group that we're in, and we don't mean to be a cliquish group, but we really love the history of sports cards and sports card collecting. And that's the type of group that there was no internet that my dad had. His buddies, despite being plumbers or teachers, they love baseball cards and they love laying them out and talking about them. And so I'm happy that this stuff will go to someone else who loves baseball cards. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of junk. There's a lot of good stuff, and we'll see how it goes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Hey, JT, what are you doing?
I'm going through a couple cards.
So let's look at what we're doing. Kind of explain to people what we're doing over here.
So, as you can see,
Gale Sayers. Is anybody on that ball? Let's see.
Oh, there's several guys. We got this gentleman.
That's Rafael Palmeiro.
It is Rafael. And then this gentleman.
That is, doesn't jump out to me, but Gale Sayers. 90 tops pack.
Yeah, group break later tonight.
Yeah, we'll do that. Is this all what you're taking?
Yeah, there's just a couple cards in here.
You doing a break tonight, you said?
No.
This 90 tops pack.
Yeah, 90 tops pack break later tonight.
Oh, I can beat that.
Yeah, pretty much anything you can think of. Just trying to consolidate right now.
It's a lot.
So we'll find out.
There's a lot. What was your first impression when you walked in?
Whoa. Whoa.
Right? Here's a bunch of baseball digests from 1953. There's a Who's Who Baseball 1930. Random stuff everywhere. Oh, look at this guy.
Hello, guys.
It's Chris from Missouri. Are you having more fun than you know what to do with?
Having a great time.
Or are you miserable? Which one is it?
No. I'm miserable looking at this and boxing up.
Yeah, that's not exactly...
I'm having a great time looking at stuff like this.
Any Freddie Patek yet? Have you
No Freddie Patek.
Okay. Have you found anything cool?
I wish I had it here to show you. I had an old Kansas City A's mascot. I think it'd be like just something I'm going to set on my desk that he don't know I have.
Let's see, what do we got? No.
Rodeo meat, 1955 rodeo meat commemorative set.
Okay, so that's not the real set.
Oh.
Thank God, because you just dropped it all.
That one's not.
Dave, what'd you find?
Nothing.
What is that?
Just a reproduction sign, but it's kind of a cool sign. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely want that. This is crazy, isn't it?
This is
Chris,
this is insane.
Like thoughts. Just look at me. Just tell me your thoughts right now.
This guy collected everything.
Yeah.
And it's really cool stuff. and it's really neat to be able to go through it.
Yeah.
You don't get to do this every day.
Not any day.
Maybe thank God for that, but man, it's overwhelming.
Okay, let's walk to the back. But we're gonna get done, I think. Like, we're gonna be able to get through all this, hopefully. Billy, what are you looking at, man? There's Dave again.
Piles and piles of
Awesomeness
that I wish I could bring home with me. So
yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, that's a Yankees team pack.
Team set, yeah. Roger Maris is
that needs to go in. I'll take that
in the mic stack.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just you open one box and there's
who knows what, right? I mean, yeah. So impressions, just like whoa. How cool.
Yeah, whoa, a whole lot of stuff. But if I could go through and just pick out what I wanted to take home with me, I would be here for days on end. So, yeah.
Well, we'll keep having fun.
Right.
Thank you for your help.
No, I appreciate you guys having me. I'm having a good time. Ask Chris. I'm a glutton for punishment.
All right, JT, what are we doing now?
We're consolidating.
Consolidating.
As if we haven't already been doing that.
Right?
Yeah. It's coming together.
Yeah, we're actually getting a lot done. This is the refuse. This is just boxes that we've been able to consolidate. Like, look at all these cool pictures. Here is all I'm taking. I brought all these totes, but JT's got all this that he's taking. Is that 79 tops?
It's some 75s and some 74s with a Yamp review.
Oh, okay.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, but we're making good progress. So, see you in a little bit. So, what do you do when you're done working all day, looking at cards in the basement? Well, you get barbecue. Let me show you guys. Yep. Dave, where are we at?
We're at 95th and Blue Jacket, going to visit the childhood home. I have to come by home every time I'm in Kansas City.
That's why he's called Blue Jacket 66.
Okay, now we're rolling.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. It is day 2 of the basement dig at Dave's mom's house. We are so far having a really good time. Last night we all hung out, had some barbecue. We got some coffee this morning. We're about to eat some breakfast. And today's goal is going to be go rent the U-Haul that we're going to need, that JT's going to drive back to Ohio. I'm going to get stuff. We did a good job yesterday of getting piles set up for what's going with me and what's going with JT. And yeah, looking forward to a fun day. All right, JT, what are your expectations today?
To finish. That's really all I want to do. But I mean, we went through everything yesterday, so I don't really, probably most of the excitement is over in terms of discovery and all that. Maybe find a few more hidden gems today, but mostly it's about consolidating, getting it loaded up, and then getting it back when the real fun begins, and then I can actually go through it and really see what we have, because we don't really know right now. I've probably only looked through maybe 10% of what is there. Mike's probably looked through 15 to 20% of what's there, and there's some overlap in there too. So we really don't know exactly what we're taking back, but we're gonna find out. That's the beauty of it, so stay tuned for that.
Well, I think everybody needs to know that we're gonna be, a lot of this is gonna be for sale. Most of it's gonna be for sale. You guys can have a part of Dave's dad's basement, and where can they find these cards, JT?
It'll be mostly in my eBay store, Triple Crown 24 sports cards, but I'll be taking some of this to shows. We're still figuring out what's the best way to sell a lot of it, but yeah, if you go through there or hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, if they contact you Instagram, do a private deal. If they saw some sets they want or something, like, oh, I'd love some of that, they can contact you.
Let me know. I'll put you on the list.
Yeah. Here comes Dave, coming down groggy. It's early. He's gonna get some coffee. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Keep collecting.
All right, so we got the U-Haul here. Chris and Billy are here. You ready to sweat a little?
Looking forward to it.
That's so not true. JT made it here good. He's never driven a U-Haul before, so I'm very proud of him. I'll show you. This is what we're gonna try to fill up today. So we'll show that to you here in a little bit. See ya.
Hey.
What are you thinking right now as we're getting closer to the end?
It's a huge relief that the truck is not full. As you can kind of see, we've got some space left. There's really not that much left. I'm very pleased with our progress. This was an all-star team. So.
But it's probably 1 million plus cards.
Yeah, I might have overshot or undershot it, I should say, when I said 100,000, 200,000. It might have been a slight underestimate. But, yeah, that's a lot of goodness to go through.
And then my truck has tons of stuff in it too, so it's gonna be a lot. But cool stuff, right?
I'm digging it.
Let's keep going. JT, how do you feel we're done?
Bit relieved.
This was full. All these were full. They're all empty now. We got it done.
Been a good time as well.
Hey JT, here's what we're gonna do. Turn out the lights. The party's over. Now it's time to sell all this stuff. Yeah. Now you really get to work. Lucky you.
600 miles from there.
Oh, all right. We'll see you guys later.